This video is the top 5 best editing tips to use for your YouTube videos in Premiere Pro. Let's get started. Tip 1. Tip 1 is really easy. It's just zooming in and out your clip. So if you press on your clip, go over the effect controls, and then there's scale. If you move it in or out, it will zoom in your clip. And what we're going to do is we're going to press to start the keyframes, and then we are going to go and move our playhead all the way to the end, or maybe just a frame before, and then we are going to zoom it in just a bit, maybe to 120, and now when we play the video, it should be zooming in, as you can see. The second tip is camera shake, and first we're going to make some text. So if you press T, which activates the text tool, go over to your screen and just press on it, and then just put whatever. So I'm going to put hello, and probably just going to make it a little bit bigger, and then go to here, this little arrow, press on it, and then go to effects, and then I am going to go to my presets bin. So there's this preset which you can use. I'll link the video in the description, but it's really easy to use, and I find it a lot more useful than just making it. It's such a time saver, and it's not even a hassle to download. It took me like 5 seconds. So if you drag that on, put it on, and then it can shake, and there's like effects and stuff for it as well. Make sure that you press on your clip and go over to here, which is pen draw. If you press on that, I would recommend zooming it in a bit if it's not that big, so then you can see it properly. And then you go over and then you just draw around your clip. Make sure to do it in as much detail as you can. I'm not the best at this. Alright, and now that you've connected it, it should then look a lot like this. You could just press away from it by pressing on like your media bins or something, and now it should look pretty similar to this. Of course, it's not like the best cut in the world, and if there's loads of, let's say, black bits from the background, then you will have to re-press on it. You'll just have to press on like the bit that says mask 1, and then you'll have to just move them in. I'd say I did that pretty well compared to the usual. It takes me a couple of attempts. If you might have to make it a bit more smaller, and then move it on top of the head. Make sure that you're at the beginning of your clip or where you want to start it, and make sure that your head thing is over the head. And if you now press the toggle animation, so activating the keyframe on the position, then move forward like maybe a few frames, and then just keep moving your clip so it meets it. Okay. So now that you've done that, you can just use like the frame tool, but don't play it for like 5 like that and then frame it. Press it and then pause it just almost instantly, or move like 5 to 10 frames. Just a quick bit of advice if you are a bit stuck on it. But this is the finished product. I'd say that's really not my best go at it, but it's certainly not my worst. So tip 4 is audio quality, and I know that seems pretty obvious, like, oh yeah, of course you're meant to do audio quality, but like if you fix it, so if I'm gonna add one of my video clips, this video here is one of my video clips from a video that I'm working on. I don't know why that is zoomed out, I'll just do that in. So basically it is just a video clip. The audio on it's not horrible. I can't be asked to go and find someone that does. We have it where it's just seems a bit more darker here. The audio is not amazing, but you can like make the volume higher or lower, or you could move these and it just makes it sound a whole lot better. Yeah, I just think focusing on audio quality is really useful. This may not be a great example of it. Tip 5 is using transitions, and I know that may just seem really obvious, but if you can get or make the right transitions, it will make your videos so much better. And I can give an example. So if we go over to our effects panel, like we said, where there's like audio, there's video transitions, they aren't like horrible. I'd use like cross dissolve. Then you have like the option to make it smaller or bigger, you know, usual stuff, but it's just so good if you can get like the right transition. And very blurry, of course that's not going to be a great example, it's quite long and stuff, but if you can get some really nice transitions and then use them like some presets or something, that will be really good for you. And I have a video right here which is how to use keyboard shortcuts for beginners in Premiere Pro.